Jury verdict, count number 1, as to Nevin Stanisic. We, the jury, find the defendant, Ahmad Alissa, guilty of count number 1, murder in the first degree. Jury verdict, count number 2, as to Kevin Mahoney. We, the jury, find the defendant, Ahmad Alissa, guilty of count number 2, murder in the first degree, indicating on all of these that there is a signature by the foreperson. Jury verdict, count number 55, possession of a large capacity magazine during the commission of a felony. We, the jury, find the defendant, Ahmad Alissa, guilty of count number 55, possession of a large capacity magazine during the commission of a felony. The defendant did possess the large capacity magazine during the commission of a specified crime, murder in the first degree as defined.
Denny Strong, 20 years old. Nevin Stadinsky, 23. Ricky Odds, 25. Trelona Barkonoviak, 49. Suzanne Fountain, 59. Terry Leiker, 51. Officer Eric Talley, 51. Kevin Mahoney, 61. Lynn Murray, 62. Jody Waters, 65.
So today, 3.5 years later, we have justice.
On March 22, 2021, Boulder, Colorado, became the site of a horrific mass shooting that sent shockwaves across the nation. Ahmad Alissa, 21 at the time, entered a King Soopers grocery store, armed with a semi-automatic weapon, and opened fire, killing 10 innocent people. Among the victims was Officer Eric Talley, a 51-year-old father of 7, who heroically responded to the scene, giving his life in the line of duty. The incident reignited debates about gun control and raised questions about how someone like Alissa, with a troubled history, could legally acquire a firearm. It was a quiet afternoon at the King Soopers in Boulder, Colorado. Shoppers browsed the aisles, and employees went about their daily routines, until the sound of gunshots shattered the peace. Ahmad Alissa, a 21-year-old with a semi-automatic rifle, unleashed a rampage that would leave 10 people dead, turning an ordinary day into a tragic nightmare. Just before 3 p.m., Alissa arrived at the King Soopers in Boulder, fully armed and prepared to carry out his deadly plan. Over the next few minutes, chaos erupted as Alissa indiscriminately fired on shoppers and employees. Those who survived the attack recalled the panic as they ran for their lives, hiding wherever they could, behind counters, inside storerooms, and even in freezers. Among those killed was Officer Eric Talley, one of the first responders to arrive at the scene. Talley, who had spent 11 years on the force, made the ultimate sacrifice in his attempt to stop the shooter. The other victims, ranging in age from 20 to 65, were all members of the Boulder community, leaving families devastated and a city in mourning. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos. Ahmad Alissa had a troubling history that seemed to foreshadow his violent actions. Born in Syria, Alissa immigrated to the U.S. as a child and grew up in Colorado. Former classmates described him as a loner, prone to aggressive outbursts, and often paranoid, believing people were out to get him. In high school, Alissa was known for violent altercations and mental health struggles. Despite this concerning behavior, Alissa legally purchased the Ruger AR-556 pistol just 6 days before the attack, a fact that added fuel to the ongoing national debate about gun control and background checks. After the shooting, Alissa was arrested at the scene with a gunshot wound to his leg, which he sustained during the police standoff. His motives remained unclear, but investigators found no evidence linking him to terrorism or extremist groups, leaving many to question whether his deteriorating mental health played a significant role in the mass shooting. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos. Following his arrest, Alissa underwent numerous mental health evaluations. His defense team claimed he suffered from delusions and was mentally unfit to stand trial. However, prosecutors argued that Alissa was fully aware of his actions during the shooting and should be held accountable. After 2 years of legal proceedings, Ahmad Alissa was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. This sentencing marked a bittersweet moment for the families of the victims, as they finally saw justice served but remained heartbroken over their tragic losses. Many expressed relief that Alissa would never walk free again, but the emotional scars left by the Boulder mass shooting would linger indefinitely. In the wake of the King Soopers shooting, Colorado and the nation once again confronted the need for stricter gun control laws. The fact that Alissa, with his violent history, could legally purchase a firearm only days before carrying out a mass shooting became a focal point in debates over the Second Amendment, background checks, and red flag laws. Boulder itself had a local ban on assault weapons, but it had been overturned just days before the attack, reigniting arguments over state versus local government control of gun laws. For the Boulder community, the King Soopers shooting was more than just another entry on a long list of mass shootings in the U.S. It was a personal tragedy. Vigils were held for the victims, and the heroic actions of Officer Eric Talley were remembered by people across the country. Talley's sacrifice highlighted the risks law enforcement officers take every day and left a lasting legacy of bravery in the face of unspeakable violence. This tragic event, along with Ahmad Alissa's sentencing, remains a painful reminder of the devastation caused by gun violence and the importance of addressing mental health issues before they escalate into violence. The victims of the King Soopers shooting will not be forgotten, and Alissa's life sentence ensures that justice has been served, even as the community continues to heal. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos.